everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing my layout share from January 2021. I have a lot of layouts to get through because I was actually participating in quite a few challenges and weekend crops, both at Scrapbook Generation and Paper Issues this month. So let's just jump right into it. All the ones at the top are for the Paper Issues challenge, and that was it was a Paper Issues crop, and that was a travel themed one. So every challenge has something to do with a city around the world. So this is for the Dubai challenge. It was supposed to be like going shopping with your girlfriends. I can't do that because of COVID. So I have this photo, a screenshot from a Zoom call that my friends and I were doing. We've been doing them pretty much once a week since COVID started. This is for a challenge, both at Paper Issues, the Kilimanjaro challenge, and then Scrapbook Generation. It was a scrap lift challenge. So I did the circle grid to appease the scrap lift, and then the photo is of my husband pushing my daughter up the stroller. During our family walks, we were doing them every night after dinner, and my husband always pushes her in the stroller up the hills, but just to make it a little bit easier for me. So then this is the New Orleans, inspired by the purples, greens, and golds of Mardi Gras, which is coming up soon. And it's a photo of my daughter eating peas. She requested peas for dessert, so I kind of played on the peace and love here on this embellishment and then did the title Peas and Love. This is for the Los Angeles or Hollywood one. I was thinking Tour of the Stars, so I did some star embellishments, but also I have these two photos that my husband took last year, beginning of January, where we were doing some diner tours in New Jersey. So that's what I documented here. This is for the Berlin challenge, so it was all about art. I did some mixed media on the background and then documented these two drawings that my daughter did. This was for the Greece challenge, so we had to tell kind of a longer story on the layout, so that's what I did here about a car accident that my husband and daughter were in last January. And I kind of forgot I had this photo and the diner photo, so I'm going to have to go back through my January layouts and kind of reorganize them to make sure everything fits, because I had them all organized to go into an album, and now I'm going to have to kind of rethink that a little bit. This is for the Rio Challenge, where they hosted the Summer Olympics the last time. And so I have this photo strip that I had printed from Persnickety of my daughter playing with the soccer ball. So I did a lot of circular elements on this one with the sequins and the buttons and the pattern paper, just to kind of, match the soccer ball vibe. So that's what I got there. This one was for Tokyo, which was all supposed to be about food or bright neon colors. So I think I have a lot of bright colors on here. And then these photos, I had to take photos with these Go-Go Squeeze applesauce pouches. I had to review them, and my daughter had to be in the photos with me. So I took these and I'm like, why don't I scrapbook them? So it's about, food, and I like the way it turned out. I did some mixed media on the background there. This was for the sketch challenge at Paper Issues, which I love a sketch challenge. So I used these papers from, oh my goodness, Crate Paper and Simple Stories, Amy Tangerine, Late Afternoon. Recollections is the background. I just kind of did a mishmash to document this photo of my daughter at a local state park last fall. This one I did just for nothing. This is just for me, using the Persnickety Prints coronavirus timeline that I had them print out for me. And then this is a photo of our empty playground. You can't really tell, but there's a sign. It's all like chained up, and there's a sign on it that said you can't go in. So this was back in June. I'm just kind of like documenting the vibe of that summer, how we couldn't really go anywhere. You couldn't go to the playground. We were still, we were starting to reopen, but anyway. So this is like a general timeline of what was going on in the world. I had a blank one, but there really wasn't a whole lot to share in terms of big moments that were happening for us in June. So I just decided to not do that and just focus on what was going on in general in the world and in our country. So this one is actually not a two-pager. This is a single page for a Scrapbook Generation challenge that happened back in January. I think it was a scrap lift challenge. So I had these photos originally like over here, and I moved them over here. I did a lot of rearranging, but I really like the way this one turned out. That was from our hike over the fall. And then this is for a Paper Issues, just a regular January challenge. So I did kind of a line of these square photos here with the two photos here. This is all about the science activities that we did over the summer for a vacation Bible school. Here's one that I used for my counterfeit kit challenge kit. And this was for one of their challenges to document something new. So I was documenting our experience starting like at home learning since we didn't send my daughter to preschool this year. This was for, I have a process video for the Mixed Media Frenzy Cheers to the New Year hop. So you can definitely, I'll have that linked below. You can check out that video and get more details on this one. There's going to be another hop coming up at the end of February. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss out. This was for another challenge. I want to say maybe Scrapbook Generation. I think it was a sketch challenge. So I did some mixed media in the background here. I really love the way this Tim Holtz, this blue, or no, I think it's Dana. What is it? Yeah, the Dina Wakley Media Gloss Spray. I love the way that it finishes. It's so cool looking. So anyway, these are photos of the aftermath of a big tornado that came through when we were at the beach over the summer. This one is a 2-pager, and I think I did this for a Scrapbook Generation challenge. So I've got the 2 big photos over here. I'm using a lot of Echo Park products, and then I've got a grid over here. It was originally a grid of 4 photos, but I didn't have enough photos, so I just did the journaling in the extra spot there. This was a fun one for a Scrapbook Generation challenge. I did washi tape all as the ray bursts coming out. And then it's just a random photo of my daughter. And I'm actually thinking maybe once I start documenting the 2020 or the 2021 photos, I'm actually going to like do more Project Life type things and save the big 12 by 12 layouts for actual like events and stories as opposed to just like random everyday stuff. So here's another 2-pager that I did, which is for a Scrapbook Generation. I think it was a sketch. So it's a 2-page beach one. Really fun to put that one together and get all those photos on one or on the same layout. Here's a challenge this is the memory challenge from the January paper issues game themed challenges. So these are just photos of my daughter going on hikes. The paper already had some mixed media elements in the background, so I didn't really have to do anything there. This one was for the Jenga challenge in the paper issues Friends and Fans Facebook group. So I did a little bit of mixed media here with some gold spray and some yellow spray. And then I was trying to keep it wood grained and do like a layering look, just like a Jenga game. And this is actually a photo from the last summer crop that Paper Issues did. So then I have this page, which is of our drive-through safari experience at Six Flags, New Jersey. We did that over the summer because it was just you drove through in your car. So again, I have the 3 photos going down on the side, and then the 1 photo here with a bunch of these circles kind of embellishing. There was a lot of extra space here, and what I wanted to focus on was just the kangaroos that were right over here. So it's kind of like says, this is kind of covering up all of that, and then you can see just that, I guess. This is a 2-page layout, and I think I have a process video for this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. You can check that out. I'll try to link it below, but really fun one to do with some Ulta new products, Heidi Swap and Amy Tangerine. This is for the 1, 2, 3 challenge for January. I really love those challenges, and I would like to participate again in February as well. There's a process video for this one too, so I won't go too much into detail on that. This one I can't remember what I was trying to do. This was based on something that I saw, but I don't think it was for a challenge. So I did a bunch of Heidi Swap stickers down at the bottom as kind of like the border. And then I just took a piece of Vicky Bouton paper and did a bunch of splatters and used some Heidi Swap stickers to create like lines coming down. And then I just called it Heatwave because it's just photos of my daughter playing in our yard. This is just a fun one where I used a bunch of leftover let's see, crepe paper, recollections paper, stuff. I think it is actually a 2-pager. So again, these are like random photos of my kid from the summer. I could do these in a Project Life instead of taking the time to do 2 12 by 12s. But, I like the way it turned out. I like the way I did a lot of 2-page layouts this last month, it seems. So we'll see what 2021 brings in terms of more Project Life stuff. This was for a challenge, and I think it was for a Lasting Memories challenge. I can't quite remember, but I really loved the way this turned out. There might have been a process video for this, I think. So if I find it, I will link it below. And then this one was actually a pre-made page kit. So my mom had this page kit, and she put together all this stuff here at the bottom, but it needed pictures. So I took these 3 photos of my husband and my daughter at the beach last summer and just added them in along with a couple extra pieces from Doodlebug and crepe paper. And I really liked the way it turned out. So it's sort of like a mishmash of my mom's style of scrapbooking and then my style with all the extra embellishments. So I'm really pleased with the way this one turned out. And then that's it. Those are all the layouts that I made in January. So stay tuned for the February layout share. And I'll try to let you guys know if there are any cool challenges going on. The links below will take you to my social media so you can find out what those challenges are if I'm participating, and then you'll be able to participate because I love scrapbook challenges. They're a great way to inspire you and get lots of layouts done. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Happy scrapping.